Welcome to a club for people who love good movies. Use the links in the description to navigate the list of films quickly.
Dallas Buyers Club. In mid-1918's Texas, electrician Ron Woodruff is stunned to learn that he has AIDS. Though told that he has just 30 days left to live, Woodruff refuses to give in to despair. He seeks out alternative therapies and smuggles unapproved drugs in the United States from wherever he can find them. Woodruff joins forces with a fellow AIDS patient and begins selling them, threatens to a growing number of people who can't wait for the medical establishment to save them. 99 francs. An advertising executive attempts to get fired from his job but keeps getting promoted instead.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Raoul Duke and his attorney John Gonzo drive a red convintive across the Mojave Desert to Las Vegas with a suitcase full of drugs to cover a motorcycle race. As their consumption of drugs increases at an alarming rate, the stoned duo trash their hotel room and fear legal repercussions. Duke begins to drive back to LA, but after a note drawn with a cop, he returns to Sin City and continues his wild drug bingo.
Blow. In the turbulence of the 1970s, the international drug trade underwent a fast, violent and lucrative revolution, and one ordinary American was in its center. But in just a few short years, Georgie Chung, a high school football star, single-handedly became the world's premier importer of cocaine from Colombia's Medellin cartel, changing the course of an entire generation. Blow is a high-velocity look at George Chung's spectacular rise and fall. Trainspotting. Heroin addict Mark Renton stumbles through bad ideas and sobriety attempts with his unreliable friends, Sick Boy, Bagby, Spood, and Omi. He also has an underage girlfriend, Diane, along for the ride. After cleaning up and moving from Edinburgh to London, Mark finds he can't escape the life he left behind when Bagby shows up at his front door on the lam, and a scheming sick boy follows.
The Fountain. A man travels through time on a quest for immortality and to save the woman he loves. As a 16th century conquistador, Thomas searches for the legendary Fountain of Youth. As a present-day scientist, he desperately struggles to cure the cancer that is killing his wife. Finally, as a 26th century astronaut in deep space, Tom begins to grasp the mysteries of life, love, and death. The Wrestler. Aging wrestler Randy the Ram Robinson is long past his prime, but still ready and raring to go on the pro western circuit. After a partial brutal beating, however, Randy hangs up his tights, pursues a serious relationship with the long-in-the-tooth stripper, and tries to reconnect with his estranged daughter. But he can't resist the lure of the ring and readies himself for a comeback.
American Beauty. Lester Bonham is a gainfully employed suburban husband and father. Fed up with his boring, stagnant existence, he quits his job and decides to reinvent himself as a pot-smoking, responsibility-shirking teenager. What follows is at once cynical, hysterical, and eventually tragically uplifting. Black Swan. Nina Natalie Portman is a ballerina whose passion for the dance rules every facet of her life. When the company's artistic director decides to replace his prima ballerina for their opening production of Swan Lake, Nina is his first choice. She has competition in newcomer Lily, Mila Kunis. However, While Nina is perfect for the role of the White Swan, Lily personifies the Black Swan. As rivalry between the two dancers transforms into a twisted friendship, Nina's dark side begins to emerge.
Dogville, a barren soundstage, is stylishly utilized to create a minimalist small-town setting in which a mysterious woman named Grace hides from the criminals who pursue her. The town is two-faced and offers to harbor Grace as long as she can make it worth their effort. So Grace works hard under the employ of various townspeople to win their favor. Tensions flare, however, and Grace's status as a helpless outsider provokes vicious contempt and abuse from the citizens of Dogville.